Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Daniela, and today we'll continue with the Expanse. Finally, the third episode of the sixth season. I think it passed like 2 weeks since the last time I watched an episode, but for some reason it seems years. In the last episode, what was the last episode? Alright, Drummer is still running from Marco. Marco put a bounty on her, and now there are bounty hunters after Drummer. They found her and her crew. They managed to escape, but doing so, they also lost the Walt, one of their ships. Micho made a kind of a mistake. I mean, nervous and stressed and, always on the run. Had a toll on her, but the drummer decided to uh, let her go kind of in a secure place on another ship where she can be safe and not be afraid all the time. But by doing so, she found something interesting, that Marco has this storage, hidden storage with supplies and food and soil and water probably, and things that are needed to survive. He went on Sirius and gave all this speech about Sirius being so important and the capital and home and all that, but he is not willing to spare some supplies for the belters there, which is great. I'm not surprised, honestly. Hold on. Went after the Azure dragon and found it and attacked it, killed the belters there, and managed to take the data as Bobby wanted. They found out about the asteroids. They can focus on Marco now. Marco knows that, and apparently he's so happy about it. He can't wait. This is the third episode, and if I remember correctly, there are only 6 episodes. How is this gonna end? Like, I am so scared. In 4 episodes, there are so many things. There is Marco and their Laconia and the thing that's in orbit there. That definitely it's a protomolecule made thing. Like, aren't they gonna explain a bit about the protomolecule and about the creators and about the things that killed the creators? I mean, the protomolecule is not. I mean, I know what it is. I mean, I think the protomolecule was explained enough. Why was it created and what it does, but the creators of the protomolecule and the ones that kill them, not so much. Also, I am gonna watch the fourth episode tomorrow. So this week is gonna be 2 episodes of The Expanse, and the next week on Monday I'm gonna watch the episode that the fifth episode that is it's out this Friday. So 2 episodes of The Expanse, so I won't be so behind with everything. But yeah, as usual, I got something to drink. The episode is ready to start. So without further ado, let's do this. Was that like a spider web? It wasn't definitely. It was definitely not a spider doing that, but Some sort of creature.
It's fixed.
Uh-huh. With some blue stuff. Don't tell me there's a mama bird.
You fixed her.
Has blue eyes.
You fixed her. You fixed things.
Oh, he's dead. Either she or she's gonna tell her parents they're gonna use that creature dog, whatever it is, to bring back her brother. Why is it looking like that? Like it was someone was trashing the place or looking for something or robbing them.
Seeing lots of gear stripped out.
Oh,
You worked for Anderson Dawes. He was a reasonable man. More comfortable with violence than I would have liked, but with a keen eye for the possible.
Dawes had a vision. I shared it.
Then why are you working for the man who assassinated him?
I work for the boat. Everything that could be of use to your troops has been stripped. Sirius has no warships, no munitions, no functioning repair skiffs, no surplus fuel or rations. And at a current rate of consumption, only enough food and air for approximately 3 weeks.
she'll have to help them. Christian will have to help the Belters there.
I expect a UN representative to be present for any interviews. No coercive methods.
We don't use coercion, ma'am.
We have
We
pills.
don't need to.
There's no way we can feed and supply 1 million people on 3 weeks' notice. Our lines are already overstretched.
That's the whole fucking point.
This is his mess.
And he made it ours. If we don't help this station, we will be the ones responsible for a massive humanitarian crisis. The Belt will see us once again as the oppressor, and Inaro's power will continue to grow.
But wouldn't the Belters, on a hand, see what Marco is doing? Like, not giving them the help that he promised. If Christian is giving some support, some help to the Belters on series, wouldn't they kind of, change their mind a bit? Or they are still supporting Marco because, Inner's bad.
Hopefully you won't have to use those mods again anytime soon.
I got them because of you. I'm not blaming you. I did it to myself. I take responsibility for that. I used my mods to kill a man. His name was Ren. He was a nice man. Every time I use my mods, I see his face. I think that's the real reason I always throw up afterwards.
Everybody on this ship has something they regret. Including Amos, I think.
Is this something that Amos regrets?
No lives were lost, and a major port is back in our control. How can you construe that as anything other than a win?
How much of our own food will be redirected to start feeding these terrorists when our own citizens are in dire need?
It came time to go out the door, and for a few seconds I was back on the Bella, in the airlock without a suit, and I was jumping off the Chetsamoko without an air bowl. My body just wouldn't move. A few more seconds and I would have pulled it together.
Some expressed anger over what they believed was abandonment of Sirius Station. On Ganymede, an agri-genetics researcher was shot and killed, but she attempted to flee during a routine security check. Inaro's partisans clashed with protesters, leaving several injured, including one Free Navy mechanic dead.
We could never hold Sirius against the Inners, but the people there needed to believe that we could. So I told the people what they needed to hear.
We stripped the station. Left them barely enough to
We
survive.
left the inners with a problem that they had to deal with. Tied up their resources and weakened them.
So, Sirius was a sacrifice he was willing to make to weaken the inners. That's great. Let's sacrifice our own people.
The Belters on Ceres are not like us. Generation after generation, they've slaved away for the inners, accommodating their needs instead of fighting for ours.
It's good to know that there are different kinds of belters.
When disaster first happens,
And,
together to help each other, it's a natural human instinct. But when things don't get better, remembering that feeling of caring for each other is hard. But we have to.
The Free Navy controls most of the major stations in the belt. Why go to such trouble to hide supplies like this?
Maybe hedging is better for when the inners will come, which now they have.
No one should have to live the way we have.
And maybe now they'll understand it.
Understand what? That the belt poisoned their water and stopped them? That we killed the children the way that they kill us?
Scopes pick up one jive plume. Could be a Dasa frigate.
Any other ships in the vicinity?
Not seeing any other plume near.
does it start with Aries, Rocinante?
We can't give away our position.
They are nearly within missile range.
If we divert, it will delay.
It's just a frigate.
And he has a personal vendetta against Holden and
They have a railgun.
the
By
crew.
the time they're close enough
So
to use it, they will be dust.
You don't have to do this. It is not the right time.
You should learn to recognize an opportunity when one presents itself.
Amos.
Prax.
Sorry, I was trite.
That's the plot guy.
Carmonitis was developing a new strain of yeast with robust proofing polymerase, modified with organelles that mimic the protomolecules' harvesting structures. That probably didn't make any sense to you. This yeast could create massive amounts of food out of little more than spare carbon dioxide and waste energy. Earth could use it now. Yes, sir, my friend.
Good guy Prax. Oh.
I hope this helps.
There's nothing in this for him. He's just a good guy.
There's like a hole suddenly opens in the floor. And if someone falls in, they're gone. But then a minute later, the hole itself is gone and everything seems normal. Until another hole suddenly opens up somewhere else. And for the next minute, more people fall into that.
So it's not necessarily connected with Laconia, the ring that there.
Hey, Cap. What's going on?
Everybody suit up and
Marco is
strap in. It's
going
about to get
on.
hot.
Please, Nina, do nothing mal.
임구, 임구. 길어온 거요, 저기.
예. 니는 그만 쉬니?
Marco. I think that's water, right? The water tanks? That bitch. It wasn't enough that they took almost everything, but he had to destroy the last remaining supplies.
Everybody brace for a hard spin.
Ooh, they took one. They dodged.
They dodged support both times.
I get it. Torpedoes?
Yeah, give them something else to worry about.
Power down and send us your control codes. I'll see you're treated fairly.
I will die before I live at the end of your leash.
It's not gonna end like this. James, stop that.
Door's in bad shape. Granicus is engaged in rescue operations.
It's not a 3-to-1 advantage if 2 of the ships withdraw.
It's all Philip's fault. Goddamn Philip.
We fought hard.
Not hard enough.
I fired when you said. What was I supposed to do?
You were supposed to kill the enemy.
Yes. You should go outside.
You failed.
You failed.
You are a coward.
We didn't need to kill James Holden. That was your pride.
That was you. Just you wanted to kill the man.
You are relieved of duty.
As I said, when something good happens, it's Marco's fault. When something bad happens, anyone else is to blame.
Horseman, Medina Station is pleased to report that our SRG6 was just received at Laconia Ring Gate. Operational testing will commence as soon as possible, and we will, of course, keep you fully apprised. If this one performs as well as the others, it will be fun.
What the fuck is that? RSR? It's something for Medina Station. It's some sort of like weapon for Medina Station, so it can, you know, be able to defend. Some episodes ago, don't remember who it was, but you know, on Earth said that, you know, Medina doesn't have many weapons and many torpedoes, so it would be easy to destroy. The message was from Medina, and it came from Laconia, that thing. It's even like a, what is it called? Ah, those railguns. Awesome. Let's go with the bonus.
Are you lot ever think about getting crewed up properly?
Properly? Meaning what?
The ship's built for 12 Marines and a flight crew. You've been out here on your own a long time. You could use some professional help.
You saying we're amateurs?
Well, don't get your knickers in a bunch. I got this in a live fire exercise my first year in. But I'm sure queuing up for free food with all of that free open air back home was just as hard.
Clearly you've never been to Baltimore. Hold on, be pissed if I hurt you.
Funny, I was just about to say the same thing to you.
Sure you want to do this?
I'm very sure.
Because I don't play fight.
Oh, come on, big boy, play with me. It's just a bit of fun, just blowing off some steam.
Okay. All right.
First rule is, there's no...
It's all right. It's okay. Almost there. Almost nappy time.
Fair enough. Two different types of
I hope you
fight style.
learned your lesson.
Military, and Amos is more with street fight, survivor.
Have fun cleaning up.
Don't push your luck.
Oh, that was so cute. Oh. I love them. So that was a thing. That was the third episode, and honestly, it doesn't feel closer to the end as it was before this episode. And now that I watched the third episode, there are only 3 episodes left. It honestly doesn't feel like the end of the series. Maybe it's just me. Maybe because I don't want the Expanse to be over But honestly, 3 more episodes. Let's start with the beginning. On Laconia. Um, Something is going on there. The dog, that creature, I don't think it has any teeth. Well, it look like it doesn't. Um, Apparently brought back to life the bird, and I'm not sure. But I mean, who else repaired the drone? But on the drone there was the blue stuff that commonly associated with the protomolecule. And like, who else can fix biological and mechanical stuff at the same time but the protomolecule? Is that thing, that dog, has any connection with the protomolecule, with the creators, was in contact with the protomolecule and kind of fused with its body? I don't know if it matters, but the eyes were blue. The dog's eyes were blue. That creature, the dog, took the bird, the dead bird. It was dead. And now in this episode, it's alive. The drone was fixed, or is fixed, but it does have the blue thing. But the little girl's brother died, and I do believe she or her parents, if she tells them, are gonna take him to that little creature to bring him back to life, and that will be so cool. um because it's impossible to bring someone back to life even as a protomolecule. So wakes up whatever wakes up is not the boy anymore. Either it's gonna be like a hybrid thing or something, the new body of the creators. I don't know. Marco and Ceres wasn't enough for him to lie to them and tell them all these sweet lies, tell them what they wanted to hear. His words wasn't enough. That he took pretty much everything from them, left them with enough supplies to last 3 weeks, and then left. And because I mean, I don't know what to think about, like a trap for inners. Like, they'll come and they can't do anything else but save the belt, give them the food they need, even if Earth has its problems and with the asteroids, and their supplies are getting low as well. So I don't know if that was his plan, like to weaken the Earth even more by endangering the Belters on Ceres, because I mean, it was kind of a gamble, It wasn't sure that the Earth will help them or not. So it was a sacrifice for, I mean, yeah, it was to weaken the Earth, but like, is it worth it to put the Belters, your people, in danger? But again, wait, I forgot. They're not the same, because the Belters on Ceres are dogs to the inners. They bow their head for the inners, and they're the little pets of the inners. So fuck them, who the fuck cares about the series? I feel that the reason he is gathering all these supplies and put them aside, it's to be used for himself and for Medina. I feel that he puts a lot of effort into Medina. I think it's really important for him because it's there at the center and they can control the rings where there are people living, settlers in different parts of the universe, and Medina is controlling everything. And that's why I think the last part there with that thing coming from Laconia, it is some sort of weapon to enhance Medina, to be able to protect itself. Also, don't know what to think about the little fight between Holden and Marco, and Holden deciding not to destroy Bella. And of course he did it because Philip was there and Marco intentionally showed Philip on the screen, so Naomi's heart can I don't know what I wanted to say with that. Like, she'll take mercy and not fire on her son. But something interesting happened. Even if she saw Philip and she knew they're gonna fire on him, she closed her eyes but didn't say anything. Holden chose not to make that missile blow. I feel that she realized maybe that Philip might die, and maybe she in a way accepted that. I don't know what to say. It seems that way, that she prepared herself for a possible death of her son. But about Holden, I'm a bit torn because on one side, that was their chance to end Marco. He hit them. If that thing exploded, the Bella was gone. But on the other side, there was Philip. And I don't think he could have lived with himself after knowing that he killed Philip, the son of Naomi. The person he loves. I think, but it was really quick. I don't think it was enough time. But maybe the best option would have been for him to ask her, what to do. Like, Naomi, do you see this? What do I do? Tell me, please. But he did took it upon himself. So I don't know. As on the outside, it looks really bad for Holden, like letting it was emotions getting in the way when Marco killed so many people. but also Philip. So sacrificing Philip to kill Marco, sure. But like, I mean, I don't know. If I put myself in Holden's place, I don't know what would I have. What would I? What I would have done. There it is. Yeah, probably as Naomi. Yeah, I think that was the. Just to be sure, you know, the Naomi is on the same, you know, wavelength. Because she seemed like she was ready to destroy Bella and the consequences of losing Philip. I think she wants to end this war as bad as everyone else because she knows that as long as this war is going on and Marco is still alive, Belters will die because the Inners will fight the Belters. So sooner Marco dies or is captured, you know, being stopped, sooner the Belters, you know, and the Inners will stop fighting. 3 more episodes. Great, I love that. Yay! But I think this is all I have to say about this episode. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy. I will see you next time. Bye!